what I'm making here are some raku pots that I'm going to put horsehair on top of. And what I used is raku clay. If you've ever used it before, it is pretty gritty. So if I just put the horsehair on top of it, it's not going to give it the effect that I want. I want it to look shinier, a little bit more buffed out. So I'm putting Terra Sigillata on top of it right here. And what you don't see off of the screen is as I'm dipping the brush into the Terra Sigillata, I'm actually wiping the brush on the rim. And there is a reason for that. If I don't do that, what's going to happen is the Terra Sigillata is going to drip down the pot, and I really don't want that to happen because then that mark, that drip will stay there. And so I work my way all the way down, and then as you notice here, when I took it off of the wheel, I put my hand inside of the pot, and the reason is because if I put my fingers on the outside of the pot once the Terra Sigillata is on there, it will leave fingerprints on the outside of the pot. So this is my second pot. That's why you saw that I have my fingers on the outside as I moved it kind of towards the center. And I'm putting Terra Sigillata on my second pot. I do like to do 3 at a time, and that's only because it gives the first one a chance to dry a little bit before I start buffing it out. And so here I'm working on my second one, and as you see again, when I'm picking it up, I'm picking up from the inside. And here's my third one. And I'm going to cover the entire pot from the top down. And by the time I finish this one, my first one will be ready for me to start buffing it out. This is just the first layer. And I do this about 3 times for each pot. I can do it for more until I have the effect that I want. So as soon as this one is done, I'm going to pull it off of the wheel, just like I did with the other 2. And I'm going to pick up the first one. And I'm also going to start using my microfiber towel. And as you see, as I'm just wiping it down, turning it around, wiping it down, until it gives it more of a shine and a buffed look. And it's definitely not going to be there the first time around. So I put it back on the wheel head and I start the process all over again. And it doesn't have to be perfectly center. The idea is just to get the Terra Sigillata on the outside. And I start the process all over again, and I keep doing it until it's as shiny and as smooth and as buffed out as I like on the outside. So those are just some tips and tricks for Terra Sigillata and horsehair pots. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.